with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save.
At 104.
I did.
You didn't empty the cans in 104. I'm docking your face.
Come on. Now that ain't right.
What the fuck you supposed to be? Goddamn Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger? What you gonna do? I'm docking her pay.
These people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was, look again.
Not every woman's gonna be a wife.
Not every woman's gonna be a wife.
I'm your wife! I'm your wife! And you cannot do this to me! You cannot do this to me anymore!
What? I can hit you?
No, you can't.
Motherfuckers, I'ma tell y'all that. Like, y'all need Jesus in y'all life. Jesus said, now groceries shall not be eaten. Y'all groceries shall be put away. Put groceries away.
Don't fuck with me, fellas!
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones. You already know what I'm going to tell you.
I'm not the one.
Sorry, kid. You got the gift. But it looks like you're waiting for something.
What?
Your next life, maybe. Who knows? That's the way these things go. Don't worry about it. As soon as you step outside that door, you'll start feeling better. You'll remember you don't believe in any of this fake crap. You're in control of your own life. Remember? Here. Take a cookie. I promise by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
With me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save.
At 104.
I did.
You didn't empty the cans in 104. I'm docking your face.
Come on. Now that ain't right.
What the fuck you supposed to be? Goddamn Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger? What you gonna do? I'm docking her pay.
These people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was, look again.
Not every woman's gonna be a wife.
Not every woman's gonna be a wife.
I'm your wife! I'm your wife! And you cannot do this to me! You cannot do this to me anymore!
What? I can hit you?
No, you can't.
motherfuckers. I'ma tell y'all that. Like, y'all need Jesus in y'all life. Jesus said, now groceries shall not be eaten. Y'all groceries shall be put away. Put groceries away.
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones. You already know what I'm going to tell you.
I'm not the one.
Sorry, kid. You got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something.
What?
Your next life, maybe. Who knows? That's the way these things go. Don't worry about it. As soon as you step outside that door, you'll start feeling better. You'll remember you don't believe in any of this fake crap. You're in control of your own life. Remember? Here. Take a cookie. I promise, by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
Don't fuck with me, fellas! This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters. The very minds of the people we are trying to save.
At 104.
I did.
You didn't empty the cans in 104. I'm docking your pay.
Come on. Now that ain't right.
What the fuck you supposed to be? Goddamn Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger? What you gonna do? I'm docking her pay.
These people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again.
Not every woman's gonna be a wife.
Not every woman's gonna be a wife.
I'm your wife. I'm your wife. And you cannot do this to me. You cannot do this to me anymore.
What? I can hit you?
No, you can't.
Y'all some nasty motherfuckers. I'ma tell y'all that. Like, y'all need Jesus in y'all life. Jesus said, now groceries shall not be eaten. Y'all groceries shall be put away. Put groceries away.
Don't fuck with me, fellas!
Do you think you are the one?
Honestly, I don't know.
You know what that means? It's Latin. Means know thyself. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it. Through and through. Balls to bones. You already know what I'm going to tell you.
I'm not the one.
Sorry, kid. You got the gift, but it looks like you're waiting for something.
What?
Your next life, maybe. Who knows? That's the way these things go. Don't worry about it. As soon as you step outside that door, you'll start feeling better. You'll remember you don't believe in any of this fake crap. You're in control of your own life. Remember? Here. Take a cookie. I promise, by the time you're done eating it, you'll feel right as rain.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second installment in the Story cinematic universe. Tonight's investigation is The Matrix. Do you really know what's going on, or do you live in a manufactured reality? Do any of us really know what's going on? Are any of us willing to answer and ask the hard questions that's going to take us to the next level? Society has a hold on each and every one of us, and it's up to us to determine what are we going to do. This isn't to make you afraid. This is certainly to wake you up. This isn't a live stream. You are officially tuning in to the Story cinematic version of television. All right. So, with the information that we had collected in our last investigation, I hope you were able to come to certain conclusions about what you should be doing now. If you do not know what you should be doing now, hopefully you can come to a conclusion on what you should do next. These videos and clips of evidence, of exhibits, are here for you to put a personal lens on what is in front of you. Do not hesitate or be afraid of what is going on. Come up with a plan. The only way to eliminate fear is to have knowledge. So tonight, we are now going deeper and diving into the blue pill versus the red pill. The blue pill represents comfort, the things that you are familiar with, the things that you do not want to do because they're the only things that you know. And the red pill definitely is going to be curiosity. The curiosity is the things that was in all of us when we were children, the questions that we all used to answer and ask, but we just gave up throughout time. Society has embarked on us to not really know who we are anymore. Do you want to know who you are? Do you want to take the red pill? Because if you do, it's not here, but it's here. All right. On a side note, I just want to dedicate this video to my older sister, my only sister, before we get into our case files. This was my sister. She passed away today in 2009. She was my oldest and only sister. We were very close, and she was definitely intelligent. She would always say, collect the knowledge and do something with it. Just don't have it for yourself. Do something with what we know. So this is for my sister, Shamina Ali. I love you and I miss you dearly. So now let's get into our exhibits. Let's get into what we all came here for. We all came here to get this information, right? It's time to wake up. I'm going to start off slowly and give a little bit of my input because I really want you to think about what's going on here. Really want you to be able to ask yourself critical questions. It's time for you to start asking yourself critical questions, not just for yourself, not just for your children or your legacy, but also for society. There are things that are happening right now that they do not want us to know. And there are things that have been going on right under our noses that they have been telling us right in front of our faces and then throwing smoke screen after smoke screen at us. It's time to wake up. It's time to be revealed different things. So let's do this together.
Everyone who struggled with new math in school, there's a reason. They designed it that way on purpose.
Wait, you're saying they deliberately made math harder?
Not harder. Useless. December 1928. Secret meeting. 13 education leaders, including John Dewey and Edward Thorndike from Columbia. O.A. Nelson was invited because he'd been teaching functional physics. They spent 1 hour and 45 minutes discussing something called modern math.
Okay, so what happened in that meeting?
Nelson objected. He said, "There's too much memory work. Math is reasoning, not memory." Dr. Ziegler, chairman of the Educational Committee of the Council on Foreign Relations, turned to him and said, "Nelson, wake up. That's what we want. A math that the pupils cannot apply to life situations when they get out of school.
Hold on.
Why is mathematics so important? Mathematics is literally in every single fiber of our being. I know lots of individuals, especially in our today's society in America, but more so in the younger communities, we despise math. It's time for us to start doing some math and connecting some dots. And it all started when we were children. It all started with this American educational system that we all live and had to experience. It was almost an experience like incarceration, if you think about it. Ask yourself the questions that are necessary. Don't take my word for it.
Hold on. The guy from the Council on Foreign Relations admitted they were designing math to be useless.
Correct. They thought it was too radical in 1928, so they waited. Introduced it in 1952. Nelson testified to this under oath at a Young Parents Alert conference in 1979. He said, "So if pupils come out of high school not knowing any math, don't blame them. The results are supposed to be worthless."
So this explains why an entire generation can't do basic math.
That was the goal. They stated it explicitly. A population that can't reason mathematically, can't analyze statistics, can't understand economics, can't question financial manipulation. They told you what they did. You just didn't know to look for it.
Let's go on to our exhibits. First, we have exhibit number 1. That was just a teaser, by the way, to get your brain activated into what you're about to embark on. The questions that you should be asking, not just yourself, but everybody that's around you. Everything is intentional. Everything matters. So you need to start putting the questions that matter first. Only then can you get the answers to start correcting what is going on around you. And trust me, it's a lot. It's a lot more than you think.
Your history book lied to you. Your history teacher lied to you. American history has lied to you. In the same way that they are trying to rewrite history right now, the same way they're banning books, erasing language, and telling half-truths today, understand this. They have been lying since the inception of this country. It's not new. Abraham Lincoln did not free the slaves. And I need that to be very clear. He did not free the slaves. The enslaved freed themselves. Let me explain to you. During the Civil War, tens of thousands of enslaved black people made a decision that forced America's hand. They escaped plantations. They crossed enemy lines. They fled north knowing capture meant torture or death.
This is the history that they do not teach you for sure in the history books. A lot of individuals do not understand what really took place during that time and what was necessary. You want to talk about a revolution and a revolt? It was more so a revelation. That is what took place. Somewhere in the very fiber of each one of those individuals who were tired of having their will and their spirit devalued and taken from them, got the courage to leave everything that they knew behind and go somewhere to an unknown land, an unknown future, something unseen, and to take a chance because they knew what was going on, what was wrong. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand that it's not just a chance that blacks took. This was a chance that America took. Although we were the trendsetters, we're always the trendsetters, it still had a trickle effect, a wave that was a force to be reckoned with. They don't tell us this. They make it seem like they told all the slaves that one day you were free and you can walk out of here freely. That wasn't the case. They still kept them working. They still kept them enslaved with labor, the rape, the travesty, all the crap was going on still. Until they caught wind that enough is enough and we have to do something. We have to do something. We can't just sit back here and act like nothing is going to happen if we just don't do anything at all. But it started with information. It started with thoughts, and it's trickled down into action. History repeats itself. History rhymes with itself.
Or death. They were not waiting to be rescued. And when they arrived, they were not welcomed as free people. They were labeled contraband of war, not citizens, not humans deserving dignity. They were property seized from the Confederacy. And still, we kept pushing. Then the Union realized something that they didn't want to admit. They needed them. They needed black labor, black skill, black bodies. They needed black soldiers. And nearly 200,000 black men fought for a country that still denied their humanity and enslaved their families. They built the infrastructure. They fed the army. They carried supplies. They fought battles and they died. And suddenly, freedom became useful. That's when the Emancipation Proclamation showed up. Not because of compassion, not because of conscience, but because of strategy. Abraham Lincoln even said it himself. He said, if I could have saved the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. That wasn't a slip of the tongue. That was the truth. The Emancipation Proclamation was not a moral awakening. It was a military move designed to weaken the South and strengthen the North. And let's dismantle one more lie. It didn't even free all enslaved people. Slavery remained legal in border states loyal to the Union. So while Lincoln was being praised as a hero, black people were still enslaved. So when America tells a story like one white man signed a document and magically freed black people, understand why that story exists. It hides our resistance. It erases our courage and it rewrites our power. Because if you believe freedom was given, you forgot that it was fought for. And that rewriting of history, that myth making, that selective storytelling is the same playbook they're using right now. Different decade, same strategy. Freedom wasn't handed to us. Freedom was taken. And once you understand that, you can stop waiting for permission and you remember exactly who you came from. That's the history that they never wanted us to know. Now drop a black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this Black History gem.
Sometimes you just got to go back and do fact checking for yourself to see if the history is correct. But my sister is not lying. The history is very, very, very correct when it comes to that story. And of course, I think now in 2026, more people are waking up to the fact that we were lied to a lot in our educational system. Not only about the math, but most definitely about the history. And it is important because we have generations of children, Black, white, Hispanic, Asian, who are misinformed about the very things that happen on this planet, in this country. Sometimes in the very city where you're living, where they were born and raised. We're all caught in a simulation. How can we dissimulate is a real good question. The best way is for you to keep asking questions and keep on trying to figure out what information to trust, what information is necessary. Allow us to move on to our second exhibit.
I made a list. Every leader who tried to leave the dollar system, Gaddafi, Saddam, Chavez, they're all gone.
Gaddafi proposed a gold-backed African currency in 2011. NATO intervention 4 months later, dragged from a drainage pipe and executed on camera. Saddam switched oil sales to euros in 2000, invaded 2003, captured, tried, hanged. The interval between defiance and death.
I have to also say, not only was Saddam, all that happened to him, but America actually did business with Saddam, and they actually hired him to work for the government as an asset. And they also killed all of his sons before they could get him out to finish him off.
And death is remarkably consistent.
But those were dictators, right? That's
why is the importance of math, education, history, money? I hope you are following a pattern here.
That's what they said.
JFK signed Executive Order 11,110 in June 1963, authorized the Treasury to issue silver-backed currency, bypassing the Federal Reserve entirely. He was dead 5 months later. Was he a dictator, or did the label come after the decision?
And Chavez?
Tried breaking dollar hegemony for a decade. Sanctions, coup attempts, then a sudden aggressive cancer. 4 of his allies died of the same rare cancer within 2 years. The CIA declassified heart attack guns in 1975.
Did you hear that? Declassifying heart attack guns in the 70s. It kind of makes you think about some of the things that we were told and some of the ways people have lost their lives. I remember recalling a movie called Transcended. And that was the very premise and plot of that man's death, who was played by Johnny Depp. And it was, he was shot by a bullet that causes cancer. And he slowly lost his life. And his wife and his colleagues and everybody that he worked with and known slowly seen him deteriorate right before their eyes. I believe he was a scientist of some sort in that movie, but it makes you just think of all the things that they do have, all the CIA files that are classified, declassified, all the information that is out there. We can say we live in a matrix all we want, but when are we going to actually start doing some research ourselves and stop digesting the blue pill and make us think about what are we doing? Because what is going on?
What do you think they've perfected in 50 years since?
So it's not about democracy, it's about the currency.
It was always about the currency. Freedom is the story they tell after the execution.
They have to. They have to. It's the only way that they could stay cohesive as a entity. I wouldn't even say as a government. By now, we should know that this isn't a government. This isn't something that people have voted for. This isn't something that everybody has agreed to. We all know people didn't, all of America, I should say, didn't even vote for slavery. All of America doesn't vote for most of the things that's going on. They're cutting Medicare, food stamps, retirement, 401ks that people put into the stock market. Education, math, history, money. It's a pattern. Follow the pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Ask the questions. We're not done. We're not done yet, though. We still have more investigating to do. And I still have more evidence to present. I want to present all this evidence before you decide which pill you're going to continue to take. The red pill or the blue pill. Choice is yours. The next piece of evidence that we have, Exhibit C. I present Exhibit C to you.
Did you know that there is a place in the United States where descendants of enslaved Africans are being poisoned on the same land their ancestors were once forced to work? It's called Cancer Alley. an 85-mile stretch of land between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Louisiana, lining the mighty Mississippi River. Now let's talk about how deep this goes. This region was once home to hundreds of plantations. Black people were enslaved here. They forced to harvest sugarcane in brutal conditions. When slavery ended, many of our ancestors stayed. They built homes and churches and schools in those same communities. They turned pain into power. They built legacy from the ashes of oppression. But fast forward to the 20th and the 21st century, and those very communities were targeted again. This time not with whips and chains, but with chemical plants and pipelines. Over 150 petrochemical facilities were built right there, turning these once thriving Black neighborhoods into what we now know called Cancer Alley. Today, you think this is a coincidence? Not at all. This is environmental racism. These companies knew exactly what they were doing. They didn't build next to wealthier, wider areas. They set up shop where they thought folks wouldn't be able to fight back. Now let's be clear, Black life is being devalued once again. In places like St. James Parish, families are getting cancer at astronomically high rates. Children are growing up with asthma and chronic illnesses. Today, funeral homes are seeing more business than schools are seeing graduates.
We must also recognize that this is just more than a systemic Black issue. Although the majority of those individuals that live in that area are Black and they are descendants of slaves, there is still other Americans trickled out through there who are still suffering the same exact poisons. We are suffering it at extreme levels and on a massive form, but everybody suffers. Nobody wins. That's what they want us to think. They want us to think that one group is winning over the other. They don't care about neither one. They really don't. You have to use the map that is presented in front of you to figure out what the solution is going to be.
Are seeing graduates, and yet these communities are still fighting. People like Sharon Levine, a former school teacher turned activist, are standing up, they're organizing, and they're saying, not on our land, not to our people, and not anymore. So today's spotlight isn't just about injustice, it's about resilience. It's about knowing our history, recognizing how systemic racism shows up even in the air that we breathe, and doing something about it. Because if we don't fight for our own people, who will? We are the legacy of the enslaved. We are the resistance of the oppressed, and we are the hope of the next generation, and we're not going to stay silent. Now drop a Black fist in the comments and share this with somebody who needs to hear this so they can make a difference.
We can definitely talk about the air, because what is going on with those forest fires, those wild fires in Canada? Some people, the blue collar workers, the individuals who have to already give their blood, sweat, and tears to build this world that doesn't even favor these individuals, by the way. They're out there risking their lives, breathing in the toxins, breathing in the smoke, breathing in the micro plastics, micro parasites that are in poisons and that are in smoke. It's not just in their lungs. It's also in the largest organ of their very being, which is their skin. It is absorbed in your blood cells. All that toxins and poisons is in your blood cells. Your blood cells is mostly oxygen and water. It's in the water. What comes up must come down. These are just basic concepts, almost mathematic, if you would say. Are these things making you think? Are these things waking you up? Because we do not live in the same world if you think that these things are not problems. And this is just a start, because the problems go deeper than this. They have lasted way longer than my existence, way longer than your existence, way longer than most of our existence. But we need to come together as a community, not only just as a community, but as individuals who recognize that if we do not do something about this, then we are going to definitely lose this race. It's all about separating individuals, dividing and conquering them out. It's time for people to start making decisions and choices. But you don't have to start tonight. You don't have to start right now. You don't have to even start with this. But hopefully by our last exhibit, the last piece of evidence that I have to offer you, you can have a little bit more insight in where you should be. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring with you, I bring to you, Exhibit D.
Your smart glasses are training AI with your private life.
The Ray-Bans everyone's wearing?
Those, and the Oakleys too. Meta quietly put facial recognition code in the app. It's called Name Tag. According to Wired, it converts faces into face prints, unique digital fingerprints of your face, and checks them against databases. They licensed the tech from Rank 1 Computing. Wired reports that 80% of their revenue comes from the military and police.
And the always-on thing?
Real! The glasses can record constantly, even when the recording light stays dark. Texas is investigating. Senators are demanding answers. Now guess where that footage goes? To workers in Kenya who saw everything. Bathroom use, changing, sex. They spoke up. Meta canceled their contract. 1,100 people lost their jobs.
So they fired the truth tellers.
That's one way to handle it.
That is one way to think of it. They got rid of the evidence of the people who were doing the dirty work for them. This goes deeper than them outsourcing work or information, personal information to Kenyans, Africans. This is individuals who want the information, but they do not care how they get it, and they do not care who has to find it. But make no mistake, even being here on this platform is giving a lot of information. It's giving a lot of information to your algorithm. It's giving a lot of information to the system. But if we're going to be here and we're all here and together, then we might as well do a deep dive and a deep look on how we can benefit from the system. And it all starts by waking up. It all starts by seeing the truth, from breaking free.
Way to handle it. According to lawsuits filed against Meta, when you use the AI features, that footage feeds AI training. Facial recognition? Wired found Meta built the code. Flock cameras? The American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, says they're building a nationwide surveillance system. And predictive policing? Lawsuits argue these systems can lead to unfair treatment. They're building a surveillance grid, and you're paying to wear it.
So how do we...
They are building a surveillance grid, and we are paying to wear it. We are paying to have it in our hands and to be tracked by it. We're paying with our attention by the things that we consume on these screens, on this screen, on whatever screen. We're all paying a cost. And if you are going to let a third-party source do your dirty work, well, then you deserve for whatever comes to you. But if you realize what you're doing is something that you want to get out of and you want to break free from the system, it's time for you to get a little bit uncomfortable. And it's time for you to get more curious. And it's time for you to ask the questions that are necessary, because none of us are promised today, tomorrow, or next week, but we all have free will and we all have the ability to move forward with the correct way of decisions and the correct way of living, which is going to be hard. It's hard now, though. So when do you want to give up? You want to give up now, or you want to give up later? Or you want to try something now, or you want to think that you have enough time to try something later?
Not fall for this.
You learn to spot the playbook. The same patterns they use to sell you this lie, they've used before. Gulf of Tonkin, Iraq, Operation Mockingbird. Every manufactured crisis follows the same script. I put together a field guide to manufactured reality. It's called the Propaganda Codex. Full playbook, 61 pages, no fluff. Use code SOUL at checkout. Takes $10 off. Link in bio. Don't walk into the cage willingly.
Just so you clear, the link is in their bio, not in this one. Okay. But think about what you're doing. Everything that we do is being watched and monitored. So people are not going to change their habits. People are not going to change the way that they've been thinking or the way that we're moving forward. We have to really look back, and we have to really look forward at our children, the generations to come. Look back at the past. Look at how people have overcame things. And it didn't happen because they gave it to them. It happened because people found out the truth and realized that they didn't have a choice. And they knew that they had to act. And with that action, they moved forward. With everybody moving forward at one time, they can't stop enough of them. The only way that they can stop enough of them is if they start thinning out the ranks. And if you watched anything in the last investigation, then you definitely know that they're trying to thin out these ranks. And they'll do whatever is necessary to thin out these ranks. Right now, we have explosive diarrhea with vegetation. They no longer want us to eat healthy. They no longer want us to eat fresh. They have all these different distractions going on. People are wasting their money. We're over consumers. We have high debt. We have no future. People don't save. People don't plan. People live in the right now. And when I talk with individuals who are dealing with the anxieties of what's going on around them, the stresses of money, the stresses of family, the stresses of children, the uncertainty of what's going to happen next in the future, it always makes me think of how we have this whole class, this whole elite Epstein file class of individuals. And don't ever forget about the Epstein files. Don't ever forget it. I will make sure you won't forget about it. Because the atrocities that were in those files go deeper than the flesh. Why did they get away with this? Why do we not do nothing about this? Why are they able to spend millions of dollars building bunkers, millions of dollars building companies that don't care about none of us, that destroy the planet, that destroy where we live, data centers? Why are they able to do this and get away with it? Build all these bunkers. Why are they building bunkers if they're out here destroying the world? Ask yourself, they're out here destroying the world. And they already can't be touched because they're millionaires, they're billionaires, they're the elite class. They can't be touched. Why build anything for safety? Why build anything to protect you? You're already protected because you're above everything that's going on below, right? It's funny to me because no, your ass ain't protected. And they know that. Who's going to come knocking on that door? The same individual who came with all that rain for that great flood and took most of their asses out. You can't run from God. And you can try to hide in a bunker, but it won't work. Nothing will work. The only thing that will work is if you have enough knowledge, patience, time, and you wake the fuck up to what's coming. This wasn't being to direct, I hope. I hope this did something to you. I hope this did something to your soul. If not, go back and watch these clips. Do a review. Or the purpose of this investigation is not to tell you what to think. It is to present the evidence, ask difficult questions, and allow you to reach your own conclusion. Now, if you reach your conclusion, you have a choice. After watching this video, you have a choice. We all have choices. We've all had choices. I feel like most of us have been making the wrong choice. It's time to get it together. We have a little bit of time, ladies and gentlemen. So it's time for us to either choose if we're going to take the red pill or if we're going to be blue pilled out. But we can no longer sit in the ignorance of not knowing what's coming next. Always remember, today, tomorrow, and forever, the verdict is yours. Okay? So get that off the screen. Get that off the screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the second installment of the Cinematic Story universe. We covered the Matrix and all the hidden things that we do not see, all the things that we do not know that are taking over slowly. Or maybe we do know and we don't care. Maybe more of us are blue pill than we want to admit. But there's a lot of us, some of us. If you're watching this, this is one of you. You're tired of this shit and you're ready to move forward. You don't necessarily know how. You don't know if you should. But hopefully, if you keep coming back to these investigations and these special case files, then you will understand that these are not just for me. These are not just for you. These are for everyone to make an informed decision. So, a couple announcements. I definitely want to say shout out to all my subscribers, especially all the new ones. I hope you like the new format. I appreciate all the donations. And with the current donations that I had gotten, I went and purchased another light. So I have a better light now. So the lighting should be better in these videos. Hopefully, if I can raise some more donations, then we can get a second camera, because that will be exciting to have 2 shots of what's going on in here. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next televised vision of the truth.